Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, I am going to be predicting my 2024-2025 NFL awards. Now, I would like to say right off the bat, this is not going to be me predicting stat leaders. That will be a video in itself. This is just the award portion. I think I've got about 10 awards here as usual. Majority of them are real, some of them are made up. But as always, before we hop right into it, don't forget to use code WyattzWorld on G Fuel or Prize Picks, where you can save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products or match up to $100 of your first deposit. And just a quick reminder that Prize Picks has now opened up their NFL seasonal prediction window. You can go ahead and predict anything from pass yards to receiving yards to reception touchdowns all the way to sacks. But remember to always play responsibly, and let's get into the video. Alright, so starting off, the first award I am going to be predicting is a made-up one, and it is the Biggest Bomb Award. And what this award means is somebody's supposed to come into an organization and make a massive impact, and they are going to end up just completely stinking. Who is this award going to go to, you may ask? Well, none other than Chiefs wide receiver and first-round draft pick Xavier Worthy. They picked him because he was fast. If he wouldn't have broken the all-time combine record for the 40-yard dash, he wasn't going in the first round. Look at the top 15 40-yard dash times in NFL combine history. Look at that list of names. Tell me how majority of those guys are playing, or tell me how many of them went on to have successful careers, because I'll tell you right now, you can count it on one hand. They picked him with expectations that he's going to come in and be like a Tyreek Hill, and I think they drafted none other than a second version of John Ross. Alright, next award we have is another made-up one, but it's the Most Improved Team Award. The team that I think is going to turn their record around the absolute most. Now, honorable mention is the Tennessee Titans, but they won too many games to actually win this award. If I think they're going to have a big turnaround from 6, then they would end up winning 11 or 12 games, and that ain't going to happen. So I'm going to go with the most logical answer here, and that is the Carolina Panthers. They won 2 games last year. You gotta believe with a better offense and a better coach, and just a completely fresh year, that team is going to turn it around. They don't have to turn it around a lot, but let's say they went out and actually won 7 games. That's 5 more games than they won last year. Like, that is a substantial improvement regardless of how shitty of a record it still would be. The Panthers go out there and absolutely suck again. Well, and we're gonna have to start asking some questions and pointing some fingers. But it shouldn't happen. Alright, next award we have is the final fake one, and it is just Breakout Player of the Year. And I think this does exist in different databases, but it's just not official. My pick for this one, pretty obvious, but Bryce Young. I wanted to have Will Levis on this too. The Titans and the Panthers are really connected in the video today, but the problem with Will and Bryce is that I think so many people have already seen a lot of really good flashes out of Will that it wouldn't be as surprising to as many people as if Bryce were to all of a sudden go off, which I think he's gonna do. So many people want Bryce to fail. So many people hate him specifically because CJ's successful. Like, it doesn't make sense. He's a good dude. He works hard. He was in a horseshit predicament all of last year. Like, if there's anybody that has a road painted out in front of them to win this, I think without a doubt it is Bryce Young. Stars are aligned. He's just got to play good. Moving on to the next award, we have the Comeback Player of the Year. Now, the way I'm going to present this award is to people who are coming back from injury, not people who are coming back from a shitty season. That's called a bounce back. Now, as far as who's going to win the Comeback Player of the Year, we all know who I want to give it to. I want to give it to Nicholas Jamal Chubb VIII. But sadly, he's not going to win it because this award will, in fact, go to Aaron Rodgers. Do you understand how bad he's going to have to play to not win this award? Like, he is going to have to play catastrophically fucking brutal. He'll have to get benched. If the Jets make the playoffs, he's winning the award. If the Jets have a winning season, he's winning the award. If he comes back and throws 25 touchdowns, he's winning the award. Quarterbacks get the most attention out of anybody in the league. One of the most popular quarterbacks, whether it's positive or negative popular, is returning. All eyes are going to be on him. It's Aaron Rodgers' award. Now, if you are wondering who my bounce back player of the year would be, I haven't really thought about that, to be honest. Trevor Lawrence? Sounds like a good one. Alright, next prediction we have is NFL Coach of the Year, and we have an honorable mention here. It is Matt LaFleur. I don't hate him anymore. I was wrong on him, but I don't think he's gonna quite win it. I think if he would have won it, it would have been last year, because it ain't gonna be as special if the Packers are good again this year as it was. But the winner of the award I have is none other than Shane Steichen, however the hell you say it. I like Shane. I'm a big fan of him. I just talked about him on my coach's rankings. The Colts weren't supposed to be good at all last year, and he made them actually pretty decent. Now they're gonna going to have Anthony Richardson back. If this guy's able to go 9-8 with a team led by Gardner Minshew, who I like, you got to imagine he's going to really be able to go nuclear with a quarterback who can do everything like Anthony Richardson can. If Shane can bring the Colts to the playoffs this year, which I know he can, that award is good as his. Kiss it goodbye. All right, moving on to the next award, we have the Defensive Rookie of the Year award, and we have two honorable mentions here that I really like. One of them is Terrion Arnold with the Lions. I just think a good DB on the Lions is always going to have a shot to win it, even though Brian Branch didn't last year. The other honorable mention we have is Dallas Turner. I think he is going to light it up on that Vikings defense. However, the person who I think is going to be winning this award is defensive tackle Byron Murphy II out of Seattle. Now, Seattle fans claim I fucking hate them, so they're going to really hate to hear me saying anything positive. But I think you've got a 6 foot, 300-pound absolute shit fucking brick house on that D-line of yours. And he should fit that defense like a glove. Realistically, he's gonna have a lot of opportunities to probably make an impact because you gotta believe the eyes aren't gonna be on him when he's out there. Some will be, but you got Leonard Williams, you got Jaron Reed, you got Boy Mafe, you got other fish to fry than a rookie. I think he has a very good shot. All right, up next, we have the Offensive Rookie of the Year award, and there is actually only one honorable mention here, and it's Caleb Williams. Yeah, I know, I'm picking a losing battle by not having a quarterback win this award because we all know who the most popular offensive position is. But I'm feeling a little weird, a little dangerous, and I think the Offensive Rookie of the Year this year is going to be Marvin Harrison Jr. He has an opportunity to go on a team that has been straight dog shit for 2 years and make an immediate impact. He has an opportunity to be a needle mover after week 1. You know, you look at Caleb Williams, he's gonna have DJ Moore, he's gonna have Romo Dunes, he's gonna have Keenan Allen, he's gonna have D Swift. Great quarterback, those are pretty damn good weapons. You look at Marvin Harrison Jr., he's one receiver on one of the worst teams in football. He just needs to show up and be consistent at making an impact. If he can do that, I think he will take this award out of Caleb's hands. All right, now moving on to the next award, it is the Defensive Player of the Year award. And I do have one honorable mention for this, and that is none other than my boy, Antoine Winfield Jr. I would love to see him win it. I think he has an opportunity to win it, but I don't think he will because the winner this year is gonna be Mad Max Crosby. I wanna be different, man. I'm not gonna pick Micah. I'm not gonna pick TJ. I'm not gonna pick Miles. I'm gonna pick the guy who has played for 5 years and never been hurt. I'm gonna pick the guy who has been gradually improving every single season since he's entered. I'm gonna pick the 6'5", 250-pound psychopath out of Las Vegas. Now, of course, this is with the assumption that he is going to once again remain healthy and once again improve. But with the wave and trend that Max Crosby has been riding, man, I mean, there's just no way he is not going to be a top 3 candidate at the end of this year. He's so quick, so powerful, so disruptive. One of those players that I would guarantee you, if he ever does miss a game, you will notice immediately. He is their defense, and he is going to be the Defensive Player of the Year. Next award we have is Offensive Player of the Year, and I do have 2 honorable mentions for this, both from the Jets, Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson. I think they both have a fantastic chance to win this award with the healthy Aaron Rodgers coming back and a much better O-line. However, in the end, neither of them will end up winning the award because CeeDee Lamb on the Dallas Cowboys will. CeeDee, much like Max Crosby, has only gotten better since he's been in the league. CeeDee, much like Max Crosby, doesn't get hurt. He hasn't missed a game in 2 seasons. 2 years ago, he had 107 receptions for 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns. Last year, he had 135 receptions for 1,700 yards and 12 touchdowns. Whether you like Dallas or hate Dallas, whether you love CeeDee or hate CeeDee, you cannot deny he has been one of the most unbelievably consistent receivers in football over the last 3 years. Like, the only thing I can think of that could get in his way is his health. He's gotta win it this year. There's just no way he doesn't. And ending this video, we've got the good old MVP. I'm gonna take a lot of shit for this, but I'm giving it to Josh Allen. He's gonna win one eventually, if you're asking me. He should have won it last year. This guy is unmistakably one of the most valuable players in the league to his team. Without him, they are absolutely nothing. And the critics, I think, are actually gonna help him. All the people saying that, you know, he's terrible and he's gonna be nothing without Diggs. So when he goes and balls the fuck out without him, you're gonna really see who makes who. If he keeps doing what he's been doing, if he keeps scoring touchdowns like he's been scoring, if he keeps making plays that he's been making, he literally cannot be denied anymore. If Josh Allen plays 17 games this year, Josh Allen's winning the MVP. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be it for me predicting the NFL seasonal awards. And like I said, I will be predicting stat leaders just in a different video. However, in the meantime, I'm going to get this edited so you guys can watch it on time. Show any support. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a safe 4th of July. There will be no videos coming from me on any platform Thursday. However, Friday, there is a video on my main. So take it easy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.